'Cause we are the champion dandy bonbon of the West. That's a beautiful song that was sang in bars across the country on Saturday night as we celebrated freedom's biggest victory since Trump, really. It wasn't just a fun little battle. This was a tectonic shift in youth culture in America. The left finally died. Goodbye, Antifa. Goodbye, radical lunatics who want to punch people in the face because they don't take their radical views seriously. It's not even that they disagree with them. They want to stifle free speech. They want to put bags on the heads of the people they disagree with and literally suffocate them. I'm not exaggerating. They want to punch Lauren Southern in the face, a 21-year-old girl, because she disagrees with them. So February 2nd, 2017, I believe it was, Milo tried to have a talk at Berkeley, got shut down, burned down. And I think the whole country went, isn't that dude gay? Like the guy who just sang We Are the Champions, that Iranian homo named Freddie. And they said, I'm starting to doubt these people. What is it that they really want? And the funny thing is, they want censorship. They want communism. In our world, they're included. In their world, we're not included. So we're the inclusive ones. Anyway, this guy, Rich Black, decided he's going to have a show, a Patriots Day celebration, where it's just a bunch of people doing talks. What does that say? Punk's not dead, it's conservative. Lauren Southern, Baked Alaska. You got Latina for Trump there, Irma Hinojosa. And he put it on and he thought, this isn't going to be easy. We're going to need protection here. So we got the Bay Area Proud Boys surrounding Lauren. Irma had to show up with Latinos for Trump. And when we were doing it, we're keeping all the women behind us, you know, to be safe. And their women are out there going, I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to get Nazi scalps. I'm going to punch a Nazi in the face. And what happens when you do that? You get punched in the face. Why do they keep bringing women? So this is really what happened. She attacks this guy, punches him in the face. Sorry, lady, you're not a man. You're going to get punched back. And for the first time in a long time, the right is punching back. Now, I don't think that guy's on our side. I think he is actually pretty darn right. But you said you're going to punch a Nazi in the face. Well, let's see what happens. You have the video of that? And you're dead. Boom. Jesus. And I noticed that people keep saying, wait, you're against violence against women, but yet you're enjoying this. No, we're not really enjoying it. We're saying, we warned you, we told you so, but no. You had to keep pretending that women are men. Well, this is what happens. So we streamed, by the way, we looked her up, and she is a porn star. She was a beautiful young lady. It's breathtaking to look at, and then she decided to get into porn. So these women throw away traditionalism and they go, I got something way better. Okay, what are you going to do? Cure cancer? Invent a better shoe? No, I'm just going to do porn. You know that thing that everyone can do, that there's a demand for? Look at her. That's her on the left, a beautiful woman. That's her on the right, a disgusting porn star who does hairy fisting porn. I don't know what the hell. It's her poor father. Well, I assume he's not around. It seems like every time we look up these people, we find they're doing disgusting porn. Anyway, we screamed, trust fund commies off our streets, trust fund commies off our streets, and beat them up. They surrounded the area like a moat because the police didn't allow weapons in, right? The police stripped us of our weapons. And by the way, I have no beef with the police. I've always said, fuck the police, this is the boss. And they were told to stand down after they disarmed us, and we were surrounded with a moat of anarchists. Well, luckily, Rich had thought of this, and everyone was organized and ready to fight. Not masked, but with our bare fists and fight our way out. And not only did we fight them, but we won. And again, not a small battle, a major shift now. Antifa is over, the far left is over, and they lost because they're a bunch of violent assholes who have no grand plan. Their people end up doing disgusting porn. Our people end up happy. So they are the fascists. They're about oppression. Remember, did you see those Sabo? Base Stickman was there kicking ass, and he got to do his talk that they tried to shut down. Again, we're not here to sexualize babies or torture dogs and eat them. We're here to have a speech about freedom and patriotism. That's what they want to shut down. And then Sabo was going all over town the night before, attacking them on the media front and putting up posters about what babies they are. Look at this. When fascism comes to America, it will come under the guise of anti-fascism. He put those up all over the place. It's often attributed to Churchill, but I don't think it was him who said that. And this is great. That guy got arrested, by the way. That's a Proud Boy. Freedom of speech hurts. With that. a crying baby next to it. We're winning the meme wars, every wars. Antifa blew it, and we're seeing a lot of Antifa defection since then. But let's talk to the people that were there. Let's talk to Rich Black, the organizer, Baked Alaska, Irma Hinojosa. Let's talk to Lauren Southern, and let's talk to the Bay Area Proud Boys that made sure everyone was safe.
Yeah, what's going on, Gavin?
How are you guys? Isn't this technology fascinating? What incredible powers we have.
It's kind of like the Brady Bunch, like.
Hey, Rich, what inspired you to want to do this event?
Well, second time around was just how many people requested after what happened on March 4th. There were so many people outraged across the nation over seeing the elderly and women get attacked. I mean, it needed to happen. So after so many requests, I understood completely that it had to happen. It had to happen soon. So that's why we made it just a month after March 4th. And we're just so happy that everybody showed up and all the speakers got a chance to speak. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, now you're talking about women getting attacked. Lauren, you were mentioning you saw some of these Antifa kids putting plastic bags over people's heads?
There was attempted murder going on the entire time there, whether it be with rocks, bricks, bags, or trying to curb stomp people. It was insane. Yeah, these people had absolutely no morals, zero.
So this isn't about censorship anymore. This is about murder. These people are unhinged.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting, too, how in our version of events, they're included, you're allowed to talk. In their version of events, we're dead. So clearly here, we're dealing with communists versus people who like freedom, not anarchists and fascists. It's a lie. Now, Nate, you run you're part of the Bay Area Proud Boys.
Yep.
Now, in order for Lauren to do a talk safely, you guys had to set up a whole cloak and dagger thing with escorts and surround her at all times. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, no, we had about 12 to 16 guys that we had that were around her. We had a group that was always near her, and then just guys spread out throughout the group, just making sure, everything was going well. And I mean, it was a group effort. Everyone was calling out. It got to the point where everyone was calling out when rocks were coming in M80s, and so people would get out of the way and stuff like that. And but all groups came through and did a great job.
And that's what a lot of people don't get, too. This wasn't just a rumble. This was the cops stripping everyone of their weapons to get in to see the talk, and then the Antifa surrounding the place like a donut with all their weapons because they didn't go through the security checks, and then trying to get people as they exited the venue.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Hey, Baked, what did it feel like afterwards?
Oh, it was amazing because we've had previous encounters with Antifa, and there hasn't really been a chosen winner. But this time, it was very clear. We blew them out of their city, and it was just amazing. We just started celebrating, singing, drinking. We went to the bars, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So big victory for us.
I saw you there with Irma. Irma, did Mike Cernovich send you guys money to buy rounds?
Yeah, basically. That's offered to kind of pay for us to just celebrate and have a good time. Celebrate our win in Berkeley against Antifa.
And you went there. You needed an escort too. You had you're a Latina for Trump, but you had a Latino for Trump protecting you.
That's right. Yeah.
It reminds me of the time I was watching a lot of it on Periscope, and Lauren, you had someone screaming. Some white woman was like, "I want to fight a white bitch today."
Yeah, that was really good. The Proud Boys had to hold me back. She was going a little crazy, but that was one of the big things. Is there were a lot of women fighting on the Antifa side, and there was one guy screaming at us at one point saying, "You guys have no women. You guys have no women." And I was sitting there like, I think you mentioned it. Yeah, we have one woman or two women, and they're all being defended because we understand how biology works. Well, your women are getting socked in the face. Like, what is wrong with you guys? It's time to recognize a little bit of biology if you want to win the battle next time.
Yeah, that really sort of separates the two groups. And I don't even want to call us conservatives, but the anti-liberal fascists see women and go, "Okay, ladies, get back," and they see women and go, "Go, ladies, get in the fray, go get some Nazi scalps."
Yeah, and then they get totally wrecked.
They
had
destroyed.
women on the front lines. Like, I was calling them out every time we would confront them, it was all women on the front lines and the guys in the back. And we're just like, why are you doing this? Why would you put your women in danger? And it was completely ridiculous that they would do that.
Well, this is the one good thing is they're probably going to be bred out of existence because their women are all going to die on the front lines. They're not going to breed at all because they think it's all sexist. So the gene of SJW is not looking like a succeeding one in Darwinism.
Yeah, our children will ask us about the culture wars like it's something out of RoboCop or the Terminator, and we'll go, it was a crazy time. Guys, unbelievable victory. We're all very impressed. I don't feel like this was just a little minor battle that was won in Berkeley. This was a tectonic shift in the entire youth culture narrative. I think we finally realized that our side is the fun side and their side is the immoral fascist side.
Truly.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming on.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of fight left in us. And like Alexis de Tocqueville said, democracy is slow and sluggish and inefficient. But once the people get going, once they all agree on something, nothing can stop them. You kept pushing us. You kept saying freedom sucks. And we had to show you that what actually sucks is your shitty attitude. Women are not men, and freedom is not free. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Rebel Edge, where you can find all the videos that are exactly like this one, but different.